3-3, 5'10", 24 years old. ATT Indy, of course, gym that also has Dustin Parrish, Austin Tweedy. So I'm joined here by Lance Lawrence. Lance got a heavyweight bout here. Ashley Hunt making his way to the cage here. 3-3. Number 9 ranked amateur heavyweight in Kentucky.
Jesse Romans is quite the character, quite the introduction. You know, I always say he's almost like a pro wrestler. I don't know if he likes that description, but he makes an entrance. He has crowd support, and he has a great attitude no matter what. We recently saw him lose, David, via a pretty vicious head kick. I believe it is his last outing.
Against Gavin Hernandez.
Yes.
That was nasty.
That was.
Hardrock 93.
Once again, we have our man Lance Lawrence here with us, helping to commentate the fight. Lance, we appreciate you helping us out.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. These are some really exciting fights tonight. I'm super pumped for tonight.
Immediately after the fight, we'll get into a little bit of details about the status of Lance, obviously an undefeated, not only his amateur career, but then professional undefeated fighter.
Hopefully we can get one to go longer than 1 round for you here today.
Yeah, every fight so far tonight has just been 1 round and a stoppage.
Yeah, it's a great night of fights right there. It looks like we got a pretty evenly matched fight tonight. 3-2 versus 2-3. I'd say that's a pretty good matchup.
The crowd certainly does not seem disappointed by any of these early stoppages.
The Pokemon theme song.
I like this guy. He's coming out to Pokemon. He's my favorite.
That is Jesse Romans. As I said, he's quite the character.
He is quite the character. I've seen him in a few fights.
Yeah, and ranked number 14 amateur heavyweight in Kentucky. Actually, number 8 in the Hardrock MMA heavyweight rankings. And as we saw during the intermission, Tyler Shipp has vacated that title. I don't think he's going to go back up to heavyweight. So
no, Tyler Shipp is staying at his current weight class.
And so that title's vacant. So, you know, one of these guys might be saying, hey, I might put my name in the hat there for the heavyweight title shot.
And what I liked the most about Jesse Romans was after his last loss via a vicious head kick knockout, he had a great attitude. He got up, he was smiling immediately afterward. He was taking a selfie in the emergency room. And he has been absolutely as upbeat as somebody can be following a vicious head kick knockout.
And we saw him with a pretty vicious win, too, over Julius Moore back at Turfway last year, Hardrock MMA 89.
Great point.
So he can take it and also dish it out as well.
Well, I'm hoping he gets his redemption tonight.
Jason Weinel, the official introduction.
In the heavyweight division, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 257 pounds, representing American top team of Indianapolis, from Indianapolis, Indiana, Ashley Hunt. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner, weighing in at 248 pounds, representing Triple
Jesse Romans looks ready to go.
From Florence, Kentucky, Jesse Pride Slayer Romans.
Looks very happy to be here tonight.
And once again,
both of these guys love to start quick in their fights, especially, I mean, the pace that both of these guys set for heavyweights is pretty impressive.
Yeah, every fight so far tonight has ended in the first round via stoppage. This being an amateur heavyweight bout, I don't know that we'll see anything different from this.
Heavyweight action here.
Touch
Ashley
of
Hunt in the
gloves.
black and red. Jesse Romans in the black and silver. Big overhand right there. Hunt immediately trying to get inside, maybe get this fight to the ground, but Romans has those overhooks there.
Ashley Hunt.
Over under, actually.
Romans puts Ashley Hunt on the fence. He's looking for a takedown. He's going for the single leg.
Got those arms locked. Gonna try to pick that up. Hard to finish this up against the cage, though. Maybe might need to switch to a trip here.
Lance, you think he should adjust and switch from the single leg to a different type of takedown?
Looks like Hunt
He's
maybe trying to
abandoning
grab
the
the
single
neck.
leg. He's still got a good underhook, though. He's looking for some knees on the inside.
Open palm strike
Got
there
some
from
palm
Ashley Hunt.
strikes.
Really kneeing his leg. Romans is
Doing
really
some
kneeing
damage.
Hunt's leg.
This is when you're happy that the cage has been reinforced here.
Yeah.
Right in front of the broadcast position, two big, heavy guys.
He's putting all his weight and pressure on him.
Hunt trying to get his back off the cage, but Roman's really a lot of pressure up against the cage here.
Looks like Roman's trying to grind him out right now. Holding him against the cage, making him work, putting some damage on his legs.
See, Ashley Hunt, what does he need to do to get his back off the cage here?
I think he definitely needs to get his back off the cage, look for a crossface. Get out, get an angle out. Maybe get a whizzer. Oh, that'll work right there.
Good job digging that underhook on the right side there. Almost looks like he has an opening here to go out toward the left, but Roman's just closed that off.
Roman's smothering him right now, not letting any pressure off right now. He's doing a great job smothering.
Looks like he's
Making him work. Oh, counter single. Looks like he might get it.
Trying to turn the corner here.
Switches to a double. Can he finish?
Needs to get those hips lower.
No,
than
and he
Roman.
finishes back to the single. Looking
Nice
to stay
chain
on
wrestling
top.
there from Ashley Hunt to get the takedown and end up on top, more importantly. 38 seconds left to go here in the first round.
Who would have thought the amateur heavyweight fight would be the first to get out of the first round on tonight's card here at Hardrock MMA 96?
These also are two more experienced guys. You know, some of the other fights we've seen guys maybe a little hesitant in their first fight, and it's hard to really match guys in their first fight, an even skill level. These guys both have a handful of fights, a little bit more experience.
Ashley Hunt doing a great job at controlling the ground right now, landing some good shots, making his opponent work.
Hunt going to end the round on the top, and Lance, was that takedown there enough to win the round for Ashley Hunt, or do you think with him having his back on the cage for the better part of the round, is going to win it for Romans?
I'd say Ashley Hunt won the round right there at the end.
I know, Lance, for you, it's difficult to relate to somebody who tries to win rounds. You've won all your fights via stoppage. But what does Jesse need to do in the second round to adjust?
I think Jesse needs to try more for that takedown against the cage. He was doing good with the pressure against the cage, but after the first takedown attempt, he really didn't try to take it down to the ground anymore. He was just more smothering and putting him on the cage, which is good, but he needs to get that takedown.
Interesting, Jesse Romans training with Jordan Sullivan. And would like to see a little bit more jiu-jitsu from him off of that when he got taken down.
I know he's been training a lot of jiu-jitsu as of late.
Yeah, said he's mostly really just a no-gi grappler, actually, and has a little bit of Muay Thai, but it's always, never easy to be on your back on the ground, especially against a big, heavy guy like Ashley Hunt.
Round number 2.
They get 90 seconds in between rounds. That's our first chance to tell you that tonight. 90 seconds in between rounds for the amateurs.
Let's see how these guys perform in the second round.
Hunt's already up off of his stool.
I'm actually glad, for the sake of having Lance on with us, we got a fight that's going to go multiple rounds. Get to hear some advanced analysis.
Both guys looking pretty animated in the corner, looking ready to go.
Round 2 here, heavyweight action, Ashley Hunt and Jesse Romans. See the glove touch there at the beginning of the round.
Oh, inside leg kick by Jesse Romans.
Leg kick.
Romans threw that leg kick but dropped his hand and got tagged.
Nice knee from Romans.
Both guys swinging heavy here.
Well,
Tie clinch here from Ashley Hunt, but he gets backed up against the cage again. Looks like the tape is coming off the glove there of
his
Jesse
glove's
Romans.
coming off right
Surprised
there.
the ref hasn't stopped this.
I think
Looks
Mooney,
like his-
Mooney will move in and stop that and adjust the glove.
I don't know. It's really hard when you're in that rest position to decide when to stop it.
Yep, and he did.
I'd say that's a good spot.
Yep.
Looks like his glove actually came unclasped, the Velcro.
I got to say, I've been very impressed with Rob Mooney as a referee for Hardrock MMA as of late. Very experienced grappler himself, an MMA fighter.
Yeah, it always is good to see a former fighter get in there. Lance, I'm sure knowing that you have a guy that, a former fighter, knowing that he probably knows a little bit better than somebody who hasn't fought, when to stop a fight.
It's nice to see a guy in there with some experience.
And some cauliflower here.
Yeah.
Roman's throwing those leg
Sure
kicks.
does.
Likes those inside leg kicks. Ashley Hunt now looking for that single. He finished it in the first round.
Hunt doesn't look tired at all.
Does a good
Gets
job.
the takedown. Nice single leg.
Inside control. Now they scram one on a front headlock position. Hunt has 2 of his 3 wins by submission,
Hunt's cardio is looking very impressive too.
especially for heavyweights, right?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
difficult to predict which heavyweight will have the best cardio, isn't it?
Yep. Roman's hanging in there, defending the choke.
Heck of a fight we're seeing tonight.
Looking to get off the cage, Romans, and he shoots in. Gets him against the cage. Going for the single, looking a little tired.
Was that almost a desperation, just try to get this fight to the ground and maybe end up on top this time?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's got too much to get the takedown.
Minute 15 left to go here in round number 2.
Hunt
Ashley
pushes the
Hunt
head
off
down,
cage.
defending well.
Roman's almost turning his back here.
Romans has to adjust his game plan if he wants to stay in this fight.
Not sure if Romans is hurt or not, but he's almost turning his back here against Ashley Hunt. It's a good way to get the ref to stop the
Yeah,
fight.
Romans is looking close to a
Nice
stoppage.
body
if he
shot
doesn't.
there from Hunt.
Romans needs to open up.
Romans wants to get out of this round, get to the 3rd and final round for a chance to stop it.
Hunt again looking for that takedown, maybe try to.
Hunt looking very aggressive. Maybe he's slowing down a little bit now.
Maybe trying to secure this round again with another takedown here towards the end.
Both guys digging deep right now.
Another
Very
kick there.
aggressive kick.
Big
Hunt.
overhands there from Ashley Hunt. 2 of them landed.
Hunt being very offensive right now. Pushing the fight, controlling the
Another
pace.
big right hand.
Lands a big right hand.
Some uppercuts there from Hunt. 10 seconds left here in round number 2.
Hunt going for a choke maybe.
You gotta think maybe that's 2
Goes.
rounds in the bag there for Ashley Hunt. You see the blood streaming out of the nose there of Jesse Romans.
Looks like we're about to get a bloodbath.
That goes off to Rob Mooney for allowing this fight to continue. You know, these are 2 big, tough guys. I think that they're going to be okay. He's letting them fight, although it does look like a convincing 2-round lead for Ashley Hunt thus far.
Yes, I have 2 rounds for Ashley Hunt as well.
Never know what the judges have though, so
Very true. Great point.
always gotta make sure you go out and get that stoppage win.
Ashley Hunt's corner is certainly not telling him, don't worry, you've already run this fight. You know, he's saying try to stop it in this 3rd round.
Both guys are going to have to dig deep on this 3rd round. We're going to see if they're prepared for the 3rd round with their cardio. See how American Top Team has Ashley Hunt. Ashley Hunt's been working really hard these 2 rounds. Let's see if he can continue the pace in the 3rd round.
And Hunt trains with some really veteran professional fighters.
And
He's
anytime
got
you see
Dustin
American
Parrish,
Top
Austin
Team,
Tweedy in his corner.
You got to believe that if ATT's putting him in here, he's ready to go all 3 rounds.
Hunt looks to be in pretty decent cardio heading into the 3rd round.
His cardio looks impressive compared to most amateur heavyweights around the Kentucky area.
Rob Mooney gets him set here for the 3rd round.
This is your 3rd and final round. Ashley Hunt and Jesse Slayer Romans. They are going to need you.
Nice jab there from Romans. And I think that Hunt may see that nose, that bloody nose, and sees that almost as a target.
Hunt's
Nice
keeping
body
on
kick.
the pressure. Jesse's not handling the pressure well. Stuck
Got a
in,
watch punch in the back there.
landing some body shots.
Maybe looking for a body lock takedown here. Ashley Hunt. Right in front of our broadcast position.
For a
Grabbing the
outside
cage.
trip.
Referee, I think, missed that, but he was grabbing the cage to prevent that takedown. Hammer fist to the thigh from Ashley Hunt.
Hunt looking to punish his opponent right now. looking for those
kick
uppercuts.
there.
First 3 rows, watch out.
Big overhand from Ashley Hunt, and he eats a couple himself.
If Jesse Romans wants to win this fight, he has to make something happen within this last minute, 45 seconds.
Yes, sir. Romans needs to be looking for a takedown and finish the fight on top, landing some punishment, or get a submission.
Looking for that guillotine. Going to be hard to finish from this position, especially with how sweaty Ashley Hunt is.
Hunt doing a good job keeping his head up high. He gets out of the choke.
Nice shot out.
Keeping
nice
the
right hand over
pressure.
the top there from Hunt. Roman's just swinging wildly at this point.
Hunt's pressure is good.
Roman's still not giving up, though. He's still throwing some heavy leather here in the 3rd round.
Now Romans is looking to put his mouthpiece back in the middle of the fight. Oh, my God. This is a fight.
Say what you will, Romans is an absolute
Romans is
warrior.
a warrior.
Crowd coming alive here, too, for this big
He's
overhand.
eating some
there.
damage, but he's going.
Man,
He needs to look for a crossface, get off the cage. He can't finish this fight on the cage.
last minute here.
Well, he's
amateur
going for the
heavyweights.
choke. He needs to really go for it if he wants to win this fight.
And Hunt again looking for another takedown here up against the cage. Now looking for the trip.
Romans needs to go for this choke. Will Hunt get the takedown, finish the
Switches to a
fight?
single, and Romans again was looking to try to grab the cage. Stayed on his feet still.
Both guys are looking really tired towards the end of this fight.
25 seconds here left to go. Some more open palm strikes. Not something you see a lot in MMA from Ashley Hunt. Last 10 seconds.
See if Hunt finishes as strong as he's been this whole fight.
Both guys still teeing off at the end of the fight. Wow.
That's what I love about Jesse Romans. Look at him. He may have just lost the fight, but he is smiling and he's bowing to his opponent, and he's covered in blood.
He just had the best time.
This is where he has his fun.
Yep, you can tell this is how this guy likes to spend his Saturday nights.
Did you get blood on you? I did.
Great fight, I think, an early entry for fight of the night there.
Sure.
Ashley Hunt looked very impressive with his pace and his cardio.
Now I smell like peach Bellini.
Great night of fights so far here at Hardrock MMA 96. That was the first fight that did not end in the first round. That fight went the distance, all 3 rounds. Heavyweight bout. We're getting ready to find out what the judges, how the judges scored the fight to see if it was Ashley Hunt or Jesse Romans.
First time they got
Cameraman's got a little bit of blood on him from that fight.
One of those things.
It's a tough job.
We've got medium shirts.
Ashley
left.
Hunt's got some of his opponent's blood dripping down his leg right now.
It's always better your opponent's blood than your own blood, right?
Did you get blood all over you? Yeah.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere. It looks like Roman's got blood dripping down his face, blood on his gloves.
We got some blood. I got some blood on my notes.
Oh, we got some on the computer over here. We got some blood on the notes. I got some on mine.
I think Jesse said if it wasn't blood everywhere, it wasn't a fight of his.
It's like an old school wrestler almost cutting himself.
I believe I properly billed the fight when I said he has a good attitude no matter what, did I not?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of
Jesse just looks like he wants to
war, the judges
give somebody a hug, and even if he lost.
3 judges score the fight.
Very good sport right now.
30-27 for your
Look,
winner.
he knows he
by
lost.
unanimous decision, the red corner, Ashley
Hunt getting a well-deserved win.
Big win there, yeah.
After a pretty much unanimous decision, I think. I didn't hear.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision, 30-27. Jesse Pride Slayer Romans heard the decision. He clapped, he bowed, and his body language suggested him to say, yes, I agree with the decision, and I'm okay with it. And he's still smiling.
May have been a unanimous decision, but Hunt still had to work really hard for that victory.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Well
quickly,
deserved.
Lance Lawrence, 4-0 professional fighter. Let's quickly talk to you about what your future holds. I mean, I know you went out and tried it out for the Ultimate Fighter, but what's next for you after 4-0, 4 finishes?
I'm pretty sure I'll go on and let the cat out of the bag. I'm probably going to be traveling to Nashville March 31st for the Valor 45 title. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be my next move. It'll be about 2 months from now.
Do you know who your opponent will be, or does that matter?
I believe his name is Zach Hicks. It's 4-1. It's good. It's a good fight for me.
It's a little interesting, you know, heading down to Nashville. Oh.
Oh, wow. We have a proposal, I think.
Hijacking our interview here. We can't ignore a heavyweight who loses and then proposes.
You wash my clothes for me while I train every night. You don't hold it against me when I don't get to spend time with you. And I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
And she says yes.
Guessing with the blood all over him. So, you
With
know.
the blood all over him after a loss. That's how you know she's a keeper.
Wow. Second proposal I've seen inside of a Hard Rock cage. Didn't we see Cody Jerome?
Congratulations, Mr. Jesse Romans.
And Mrs. Jesse Romans now.
And Mrs. Jesse Romans.
You told me to not get my DNA on it.
What I was also going to ask you, Lance, though, is the main event tonight at Hard Rock 96. It's a promotion you fought for a lot of times, and I know it's got to be tough. You not being in there for this first featherweight title, Ruben War and BJ Ferguson, maybe that might be in your future as well.
It's not too tough. I'm actually pretty happy that I get to be on the outside for this one and watch it. But BJ is one of my coaches and training partners, and you got to know I'm rooting for BJ Ferguson, and I believe he's the smarter fighter tonight. And I believe he's going to take it home, so I won't have to worry about fighting the winner.
Exactly. Still a young guy. I mean, 4-0 undefeated. You know, of course, I know the eventual goals of the UFC, but excited to see you get maybe that Valor title here in March and bring it back up to Kentucky.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter, they only had to pick 8 featherweights, so I didn't get the nod on the final cut, but that's okay. I just got to keep adding W's to the record until they don't have a choice, but they got to take me in. So if I got to win a couple titles in the professional division before they pick me up, then that's what I got to do.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck in March.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It was awesome commentating with you guys.
Thanks.